Sunday morning, Talladega. Juan Pablo Montoya. Hey, the guy's tough. We were talking a couple of weeks ago about, is Kyle Busch the new Dale Sr.? Dale Earnhardt Sr.? Well, Juan Pablo's got the talent. He's certainly got the talent. And I think he's got the intimidation factor too. The trouble is he hasn't had the car or the equipment to get the job done. You give Juan Pablo Montoya the stuff and he will kick your butt. Believe me, the guy's got touch. You give him a wheel, he'll turn it. Kyle Busch may have incredible talent. We talked with Jeff Gordon about that. He said, you're really not trying to compare Kyle Busch to Dale Sr., are you? I said, well, you're the driver. You tell me. He said, Earnhardt was a bully. Didn't have nearly as much talent as Kyle Busch, but he would rally and kick and claw and bully his way to victory. Well, Juan Pablo has that intimidation factor going his way. Yes, sir, he sure does. He's on the pole today for the Talladega 500. The air is $4.99. He could do it. Came in second here last year by just a car length or so to Kyle Busch. And Kyle Busch, he's won some this year, but he just doesn't seem to have quite the touch. He's been on edge. Talked with Lee White, the Toyota guy, about that. He said, hey, it's only April. You got to pace yourself. Watch Jimmy Johnson. See how Jimmy Johnson did it. Jimmy Johnson played the rope-a-dope last year. September came, he kicked it into high gear. Won the championship going away. And remember 2 years ago, Jeff Gordon rolled through the regular season, blew everybody away. I think he was 500 points ahead at one point, or at least 500 points ahead of Jimmy Johnson. Chase comes, he won 2 races, he was hot. Jimmy won 4 in a row, 1 going away. I tell you, you got to know how to play the chase. It's not easy playing this chase game. I was not a fan of the chase. I'm still not convinced that the chase is the best way to determine a championship, but that's the game, and that's what you got to play. You got to play the chase. So you spend the first 26 weeks of the season figuring out just what it's going to take to beat the other guys. Just who do you have to beat? One of the guys you got to beat, it looks like to me, is Tony Stewart. And if I were a betting man, I'd put money on Tony Stewart today at Talladega. Tony Stewart, he knows Talladega. How many times has he finished second here? He's a survivor. He gets to the finish. He gets to the finish line. Well, and he won last fall, but I'm still thinking that was Regan Smith's win. And I'm not convinced that NASCAR made the right call on that. Tony forced him below the yellow line. Regan made the pass, crossed the finish line first. NASCAR took the one away. That's the way I see it. Now, you can argue what you want to, but that's the way I see it. Regan Smith won this race. Regan Smith, hard luck kid. Hey, I tell you, he really should have had a good ride this year. He's got a pretty good ride. Starting up front in today's race. He's got something on his shoulder. That's a chip to show that last year wasn't just a fluke. Regan Smith, keep an eye on him. And Sam Hornish. You know Sam Hornish, the IndyCar guy. Hey, he's worked hard. Lord knows he's worked hard. I don't think he's really quite got the feel for this sport yet. It's not IndyCar racing. It's not Indianapolis. He's trying, though. You got to give the guy credit for trying. He's doing a good job. Starts up front. Keep an eye on him. But to be honest, these guys are way too comfortable. The track is way too smooth. Way too much grip. No tire issues. I don't like it when drivers are confident like this. Usually when they're confident like this, that means, hey, a lot of crashes. I'd rather see them scared, a little more cautious. But we'll see what happens today. Talladega, Aaron's $4.99. We got Juan Pablo Montoya on the pole. Richard Childress horsepower. I think it's Richard Gilmore doing the engines. That might be just what Juan Pablo needs. Give him the stuff, he can do the job. Maybe today. First oval track win? Hey, It's not going to be a long shot. And if he does it, it won't be a fluke. Mike Mulhern, Talladega Sunday, MikeMulhern.net.